Hello everyone. In last class we studied the principle, construction and working of cyclotron. In this class we are going to study the theory of cyclotron. Okay. For this let us consider m be the mass of ion, q be the charge of the particle, h be the strength of the magnetic field. Then for circular motion, equation for the motion of an ion in magnetic field is given by the equation electromagnetic force is equal to centripetal force, that is given by mv square upon r is equal to hqv. Okay, where v is the velocity, r be the radius. Okay, then rearranging the equation we get v upon r is equal to hq upon m. Then the angular velocity of the particle will be given by omega is equal to v upon r, but we already derive v upon r is equal to hq upon m. Okay, then equating the both equations first and second, we get v upon r is equal to hq upon m is equal to omega, but we know that omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay, see here, omega is equal to 2 pi f, and here we derive omega is equal to hq upon m. Then omega both are equal, hence we equate the equations, we get 2 pi f is equal to hq upon m. Okay, then rearrange for the equation for the f, that is the frequency of revolution, we get f is equal to hq upon 2 pi m. This gives the frequency of revolution of particle. Okay, f is equal to hq upon 2 pi m gives the frequency of revolution of particle. Okay, then for the positive ion to be accelerated, the frequency of revolution coincides with the frequency of the applied RF field. This is known as the resonant condition, which is given by the equation F is equal to hq upon 2 pi m. This is the resonance condition where the frequency of revolution coincides with the frequency of the applied radio frequency field. Okay, that is RF field. This is known as the resonant condition. Then the second part is the time period. The time period of revolution, if t is the time period of revolution, then the time taken by ion to complete the semicircular path is given by t by 2. Suppose the time taken to complete one revolution is capital T, then to complete the semicircular path, the time taken to complete the semicircular path is t by 2. Okay, then small t is equal to t by 2. To complete the semicircular path, we get the half of the total time of revolution. Okay, hence it is given by t is equal to 1 by 2 f. The value of f we already derive, that is hq upon 2 pi m. Put the value of f and get the equation t is equal to 2 pi m upon 2hq. Okay, 2 to get cancel and we get the final equation t is equal to pi m upon hq. Okay, in this equation it does not contain r, that is the radius of circular orbit. Hence the time taken by ion to complete the semicircular path of any radius is constant. Therefore its speed increases continuously, and so the ion is said to be accelerated. Okay, understood? Then the next part is the kinetic energy of the particle. The kinetic energy of the particle is given by the equation E is equal to half of mv square. Okay, see, kinetic energy of particle. The maximum kinetic energy of particle is given by the equation E is equal to half of mv square maximum. Okay, since we have mv square maximum upon r maximum is equal to hqv maximum. Okay, now put the value of r maximum is equal to capital R and get the value of put r maximum is equal to capital R and we get Vmax is equal to HQR upon M. Then squaring Vmax, we get the final equation E is equal to E is equal to H square Q square upon R square H square into Q square into R square upon 2m. This is the expression for kinetic energy possessed by the ion when it leaves the apparatus. The particle coming out of the cyclotron possesses an energy of several million electron volts. The cyclotron is thus a low voltage source of high energy. This is regarding the theory of cyclotron. Okay. In next class, we are going to study the limitations of cyclotron and their compensation. Okay, thank you.